You're live. Good morning, everybody. It's a great day. Have a great day, right? Well, we have 0 viewers right now, which is okay. I'm going to start talking about my topic, even if we don't have anybody in on the live discussion yet. And as I'm talking, if I get comments, I will attempt to slow down and respond to you. It's not my habit, so it's new to me, you guys. I'm going to take this off. And what I want to talk to you about today is another reject. It says, dare to research flat earth. Hey, hello, Cat's Eyes. Nice to see you, hon. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about the moon and how it affects us and how, this is juggling. I'm juggling. The moon. I have been looking, those subscribers of mine who have watched me for years hear me say a lot about, I'm a lover of longitudinal studies. Well, can you hand me that water? Thanks. This study, longitudinal studies being my own, what do I watch? What do I look at? We all do it. We all watch things over years, watch people, watch things, watch things we're interested in, right? And I have been watching, looking, and observing how the moon reacts to our bodies and mostly our hair. I know that sounds weird, but I think that this pertains... Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Alpha's chewing a bone over here again. And that microphone does pick it up, like big, loud. Thanks, son. I got my assistant here with me today. It's not Alpha. Well, let me go back. The study of my own goes back 30 years because when Lacey, my daughter, who I think she's 31 right now, she was little, 3 and 4 years old. Cute little blonde, and her hair didn't grow real good, It was always thin and at that point in time, I started being interested in the moon, and I had heard that if you cut hair on the full moon, it'll help it grow if you trim it on the full moon. So I would trim her hair. I don't know if not every full moon, but I would trim it on the full moon, and sure enough, it wouldn't grow. And, well, I had 3 girls, and Lacey's the youngest of those 3. Trinity's my 4th. And so I don't remember if I was trimming the older girls' hair also on the full moon, but poor Lacey, and her hair didn't grow and didn't grow and didn't grow. And I'm looking back today after watching all of this for years and years, and if the moon affects us and if it affects hair growth, and you guys, I had it wrong. It's not the full moon if you want it to grow, it's the new moon. And it really absolutely does have an influence on our hair growth, the moon. We've been doing it. Trinity cuts hair, and she's been cutting people's hair on and trimming it on the new moon and getting in crazy good growth. I trim Tink's hair, on the other hand, on the full moon because her hair grows crazy. I mean, a toy poodle, their hair grows and grows, and then it mats if you don't cut it. And what's he doing now?
He's finding another bone.
I'm finding another bone. Oh, hi, Cass. Tell them about the test we did 1 month where, it never went away. Oh, The comments go away too quick. Do they hold on there a little longer? Yeah. Tell them about... Okay, tell them about the test they did 1 month where we measured it and it grew 1.5 inches in 1 month. Yeah. I didn't even see my daughter Branda for a few months, and Trinity had trimmed her hair on the new moon. And I swear it was almost as long as mine, and she was shoulder length the time I saw her before. Crazy. Now, on the other hand, let's say you have a short hairstyle that you pay really good money for, right? Say you pay a lot to a designer to get this really cool hairstyle, and you would love it to be that way for a while. Do it on the full moon, and it won't grow, like it might grow very little in 4 or 5, 6 months. Maybe you'd only have to get it done once every 6 months. Yeah, so I keep telling Trinity, you need to start a flat earth salon, and you can schedule everybody's hair by the moon. You can schedule your nails by the moon, and I'm just starting to observe this. If you trim them, let's say you like your job entails short, nice short, manicured nails. What if we did our nails on the full moon and they really grew slowly? Hi, Libra Legend. Hope you're having a great day too, hon. You see what I'm saying? And you guys could keep track yourself. Go, if you want your hair to grow big and full and long, do it. Get it trimmed on the new moon or cut. See how, get a good cut and see how much it grows. I've been listening to Flat Earth, everybody talking, and I've heard a few people say that the moon has nothing to do, or it doesn't influence us at all. It doesn't influence the tides. I can't say where I heard that. And maybe people have expressed differently, and I just didn't hear that. But I really firmly believe, guys, the moon has a lot to do with, just as much as the sun has to do with growing our plants and growing our foods and ourselves. I think the moon has that much influence on us that we aren't aware of because we are spinning on the globe, right? We're spinning out, so answers like that won't come to us naturally, right? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but so what do you guys think about the moon? I know that full moons, more babies are born, more people go into labor on a full moon, right? You can go to any hospital, labor and delivery ward, ask the nurses there, and they will all be bobbing their heads. Yep, more babies on the full moon. So obviously, something is there. Why does it matter? Well, I think both the sun and the moon have been a little misunderstood. Like what we call planets are possibly illuminations, luminaries, illuminations of light. And when we start looking at things with flat earth eyes, we start to understand that it could be different. Things could be growing differently. The soil could be honored differently. Animal kingdom could be honored differently. The plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom. All of these things that are being presently taken for granted on the spinning globe would be honored on flat earth, right? We would honor people no matter what walk in life, no matter what struggle in the path, on the path. We honor them, even if they're spinning out of control on the globe. There's a compassion there because we're all struggling with that. the waking up out of a very deep, dark place can be painful, right? But the moon is here to help us. The moon and the sun. If we can start watching that, guys, you can prove to yourself, we can prove to ourselves that the earth is flat. And we can prove to ourselves that we deserve a good, honest, loving life full of integrity and full of people in it that are all about happiness, right? We don't judge each other. You're successful, you're a loser. You make enough money, that means you're successful. You don't make any money, you suck. You're a loser. I don't go places like that on flat earth. I don't want to. I mean, some of my favorite places to go are the soup kitchen and stand in line to get free food at the food bank because those people are real and they're really living in the moment. You're real too. I mean, no matter if we're working for the NASA, you're a real person. I have a lot of compassion for people working for NASA because they have to be a certain way in order to work for that company. And you sign contracts that say you can't disclose what you know or you will lose your job, And those guys know a lot about the sun and the moon, how close they are. You can show yourself how close the sun and the moon are when you look outside to see the sun rise. My sun rises. It comes first into view right by the airport right now. I mean, it goes back, of course, back and forth. That's 10 miles away, which means it's only coming into view on a flat plane, and it goes out of view when it goes on the other side of the mountains on to my west. Do you see what I'm saying? There is no sunrise where if you watch the sunrise and the sunset, you can tell that your sight of the horizon is not on a spinning globe. Now that made no sense, and it would be hard to even put that into reality. He's got two bones going over here. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so, yeah. I don't see very many comments coming in, you guys. Is this not a real beefy topic for you? I'm like, get out there and look. Today it's all cloudy, so I don't know if I'm going to get a view of the moon. You know what I wanted to do is bring Lila over here. I wonder if... Hang on just a sec. I know it's too heavy. Alright, puppies, you're going to have to move. Look out, Alpha. Okay. Ooh, yeah, maybe you can see her. This is Lila. She's she's our flat earth garden. She sits right at the North Pole. See that? This is the North Pole. And actually, I don't have the moss right so that you could see the countries. But these are all the countries, right? And these crystals out here is the South Pole. Lila is a lilac bush I bought on clearance at Walmart for $7 last summer. And you can see her. She's really... I feel like she's kind of like a caged animal. I should transplanting her. Hi, Libra Legend. And I missed that last one. you know, she's kind of like a caged animal. She could grow up and be a big, beautiful bush, but then she would be in someone's yard, maybe even somebody I know, right? But she's growing so good right in here with us. In fact, she's got, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, like right here. It looks like little lilacs might come. I love lilacs because the bushes bloom right around my birthday every year. And that, I just love the smell of them. And so I've noticed, and you could even do this yourself with a plant, grow a flat earth garden, because it's easier to say to people, you know, that's a flat earth garden, meaning that's what flat earth looks like. This is the North Pole. And we don't know. For all we know, there is a big clump of dirt underneath that holds us all together, a big rock, you know. Could be an infinite plane. For all we know, we don't know. But I just wanted to show you Lila to see, so you can see again what she looks like. Maybe more closer to May, unless I decide to plant her outside. I don't know. We got 10 people watching. Yay! What do you guys think about the thought that the moon and the sun aren't as far as we've been taught? I have been filming. I had a Sony, and then a Canon, and then another Sony, and then a Nikon P900. All of them have had, when I started out with 40 times zoom, I think went to 60. The P900 has a 83 times zoom. Yeah, if you've ever messed around with a camera that has a zoom like that, a lot, and zoomed in a lot on the planets and the stars, then you start to understand that the moon and the sun are way closer than the millions of miles they say. In my estimation, from what I've zoomed, thank you, Trinity. From what I've zoomed in on, that is 100 miles away with my camera, and then zoom in on the moon, you can tell that the moon and the sun aren't as far as they say, nor made of what they say. It's all new to us, guys. I can't tell you anything that you don't know. I can't tell you what the moon is, what the sun is, right? I'm going to read for a minute. Oh, you guys are talking about urinal there and go. I got it right. It's okay.
I have it on the computer.
Maybe we could get them side by side. That way I could, yeah, that would work. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Perfect. We could probably get her. Do you mind? Use your legs, not your back.
Use my right hand.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you sure? Use your legs. Down the hall. Okay. Pete Shea, I know you, Pete. Hi, how are you? The Milky Way and the other kinds. Oh, I can read it down here. That's not going to work. It's too low. Well, you guys are getting to see the comments. I just don't.
The other constellation patterns are to be found on the moon.
The other constellation patterns are found on the moon. That's
the whole Earth in your hands.
Oh, welcome, Pete Shea, because I remember, I mean, I know that you have a very, anyway, I'm not going to make judgments. You have a good way of looking at things, Pete. I remember seeing you in Hangouts and stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, he'd be a mod on my channel if I don't know how to do that, so it might come if we feel the need, right? I did not get to the 2 places I wanted to go yesterday to check out Flat Earth Gathering potential spots. I've talked to a couple people about the Colorado Brewery. It'd be nice if I just went in there. I'm thinking it a big place, but maybe for all I know, we could have 3 or 4 people come. I don't know. Colorado Springs is I know Mark Sargent has said there's a lot of people. Got the whole earth in your hands. Where do you live, Pete Shea? You're not anywhere close to Colorado Springs, I don't think. Or even in Colorado, huh? It's a Tink is a toy poodle. Yeah, this is Tinkerbell. She was on the TLC show when we went on TLC. She was much younger and wasn't smaller, I don't think, but she was younger back then. Right?
Pete Shea's in Ireland.
Oh, Pete, you're in Ireland. Guess we won't be getting together for coffee anytime soon. There are a lot of things that I want to talk to you about and share, but they're all huge, and I'm trying to get used to not trying, but I want to get used to the live stream and not get too involved in these huge topics I want to talk to you about so that I can stay slow. Oh, yeah. I would go anywhere for a drink, Pete says. Okay, come on over. I got some cognac. See how wild that is? I can be talking and you have to derail. And that's okay. That's what live stream's all about. Can you think of something that would be easy to talk about?
Me deciding to go to college and not going to school.
All right, right. That's a big decision for a lot of people, is whether to go to college or not. And Trinity being, I won't label her a confirmed flat earther, but she sure behaves like one, you know. Is making a huge decision at the end of high school what to do with her future. Do you go to college? Right? And, well, she's been brought up a little differently, having me for a mom, because I'm not on the college wagon. Like, it's not that I did it. I did it. I went to college, and I must say a lot of things I got there were beneficial and helped me in the long run. The experience in itself, the wanting to do something and sticking to it until you get that diploma, that's good, you know, character building. And I also am aware of the tactics of their education process. And that's just come over, years of experience. And I've shared in previous videos about my experience in college. Was very eye-opening as to when they put words like this is a professional study, and what kind of work went in to get those statistics. It's a hard word to even spit out. But yeah, and how real are the studies we have to go by. So anyway, yeah, I am rooting for Trinity to be open in her heart to pick whatever it is that she's reading it right now. I tell my kids, and anyone actually who asks my advice, I will tell them to look to the will of God. And to an atheist or someone who doesn't use those words, would be more like look deeply inside yourself to that knowing that knows what it is you want, Yeah. So anyway. Even if you're handed all the money in the world to go to college, I say, that sounds scarier too. You pay money for that information, and if you're smart enough to decipher the truth from a lie, or you're on the ball enough to get out in the world and prove to yourself if it's a lie or the truth. The problem I had is when I was in college, I would ask and confront things to the professors, and I would say, nah, that doesn't seem right. And I was always answered the same. I'm not saying the exact same, but it was the general same answer. There have been hundreds of professionals before you who put plenty of time into studying that. It's not for you to doubt or question. I was like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense to me. And so even though I did well in college, all I did well at is memorizing their lies. And I don't mean to get into that, but where is the moon? Today we can't see it, it's cloudy. So, but it's full moon and it is following the sun. So if our sun sets at about 4:30, I'm thinking, or 5, the moon will be right behind it. I think everything should be questioned too. I've raised all my kids like that, and I hope it resonates in their heads. Question everything. Question everything. And nobody has the answers. That's the cool part about that, right? I love that about Flat Earth, because we're open. We're open to truth. And if someone looks at the truth a little differently than, say, I do, I can say, wow, that's an interesting way to look at it. I hadn't thought of it that way. It's not like you're wrong and you need to look at it my way because my way is the way. I don't know. I've just encountered in Flat Earth, we're just open to looking. Right? Sun and the moon, the stars emanate from the
Same source. There's all hollow mirrors up there.
Right.
But then EE said, tell us please about urine for face and hair.
Tell us about urine for face and hair. I can do that. Urine therapy is something you get in touch with the incredible healing essence of it, and that the more you use it, the cleaner you get, and the cleaner you get, the better it is. So the more you use it, and the more you use it, and it just goes on and on. When I use shampoo on my hair, I notice that the experience of shampoo and conditioner makes dirt and stick to it, and makes it get an oily look to it. And so we wash it again, right? If I go without the shampoo for, say, 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks even, it'll start to come off, and the hair, it just becomes normal hair. And you can wash it with just hot water, wash it with urine and water, take a bath with a cup of urine in it, aged or fresh, doesn't matter. And just do that. I just rinse it. And I occasionally use shampoo. I don't like it when I do, because then I have to go through that 2 or 3 weeks to get the shampoo off my hair. I know, it's weird. But that was Alpha, not Trinity, if you heard that. This microphone picks up a lot, I've noticed. Urine for brushing the teeth. The thing I use on my teeth lately is activated charcoal. You just dump a capsule. Your teeth, your mouth, your tongue, it all gets all black. I was on My Strange Addiction. Yeah, I think that was 2014. I don't remember what year it was, actually. But yeah, that was me. And Cassie was on there. Trinity was on. All 4 of my daughters were on there. And I won't say too much about that. One day I'll talk to you about the experience. We have all had to have a healing since it. It was a lot easier to believe that NASA is a bunch of Hollywood. I think when we saw what Hollywood did to the footage they got from us, right? I don't sit around drinking my pee like they showed in that show. They made it look like, and I remember fighting it in the beginning. I was like, I don't do this. And the producer said, it's going to look really boring if we just have all these shots of you in the bathroom. And I'm like, well, that's where that's my sanctuary. That's where the holy thing happens, right? No, but they said, well, people, that would be boring. And so let's juice it up. And I said, all right, but you have to use real urine. I'm not going to let you shoot shots of me drinking colored water or whatever. And
its relation to Flat Earth and beyond. Any thoughts on the non-extinct dodo?
Oh, Pete, you're throwing me off. My brain isn't really... Okay, we can talk about the not yet extinct dodo. I don't know. I don't know anything about extinction of dodo or anything. I'm not caught up on that one. Well, where was I?
He said also that
It's okay. No.
What a surprise.
No, I think I'm pretty good at not getting thrown off by rude comments, because I've been on YouTube nearly 10 years, and boy, you get used to some bad ones. People get paid good money to throw out that bad stuff, try to throw you off. But Pete, you couldn't throw me off. It's just, we're all good, right? Tom Carmer. Tom, hi Tom. Wow. Tyne Eldridge, you were here yesterday, Tyne. Hi again, hon. No, I know. I didn't take it rude at all, Pete. No problem. No, on Flat Earth we don't do that to each other. The narcissistic, let me throw you off to get a cheap thrill or a fix or some narcissistic food, or no, that was completely good. I mean, I don't want to get into talking about the P too much. Too much. I want to share with you guys as much information as I have to give. My 10 years of experience in that realm, people don't want to talk about it, and that's okay. Y'all get sick and die. That's what everybody does on the globe, right? Age, sick, age, die, something like that. I don't like any of those words.
You just had your 10th birthday.
Right? I just had my 10th birthday. 10 years, waking up every single morning, drinking the living water. And I say living water instead of urine because when you drink it, it transforms, it cleans your body over time so that what comes out is actually just a big glass of vitamin-packed miracle food. You could live on it. Seriously. I know you could. I've done 3 fasts I documented on YouTube, on my channel here. The first one, I believe, was 10 days. The second one was 6. And the third one was 14, I think. I want to do an even more extended fast where I'm fasting for 40 days. Because I believe after the 15th day I would start to put on weight again. I believe that not from doing it, obviously, from what others have said and told me who have done it. And not that I've met them. I haven't met anyone, but I have chatted with people over the internet. So, only brain damaged people believe in the globe nowadays. That's a good one.
Not you.
No, I'm brain damaged. I had a, clinically diagnosed, see, I can't remember, TBI, traumatic brain injury, that stands for, I think, TBI. Right, I had a rupture to an aneurysm in 2006 and was flown in the Flight for Life from Colorado Springs to Denver. Was in a coma 17 days and in recovery for 2 months in Swedish hospital up there. And then came back here. They told my family that I'd be in a nursing home and be a vegetable and wasn't going to live that long or some silly stuff like that. But here you go. Still here. 11 years later? 12 years later. Well, yeah. Did you see anything?
Eva Walters asked, what makes you believe in Flat Earth?
Eva Walters? Eva Waters. I didn't mean to say
Walters.
Evil. Eva Walters. Jeez. Okay. What makes me believe in Flat Earth? Mm-hmm. That.
Or why that Earth is flat.
Right. Eva, that's a really, really, really good question. In fact, when I went to that Flat Earth gathering, we sat down with a couple, and that was the first question they asked. What made you a flat earther? I was a flat earther long before I even heard the words flat earth, and you would think nothing, it would have occurred to me. But I was feeling a little insane. I would talk to people over the years, and try and get them outside enough to look, come outside with me, watch. In 10 minutes, the chemtrails was a real challenging one because I would, say, I can see 30 planes in the sky. 10 minutes later, they're gone. They're below the clouds and they're laying these trails, and people wouldn't listen. Now, you might think chemtrails has nothing to do with flat Earth. Well, that was just one of them. I would ask people, I think at the time I thought they were crazy questions. But they were actually pretty smart questions, but people would say, I don't know what you're talking, they're scientists, take care of that. Go talk to the scientists, or go, would kind of brush me off like I was crazy. A lot of people laugh at me for years. And it's just been so amazing to me to hear you guys talking about and answering these questions that I've been asking for years, and you've got a word for it. Words, flat Earth, that's the answer to all these questions I've been asking. I'm pretty used to getting laughed at, so... And people don't laugh at me about the urine therapy, not like flat Earth. I get the most laughs from, I'm an engineer. Are you an idiot? How in the hell could you believe the world is flat? I've gone to school, I have a degree. And most people say, oh, well, that makes sense to me. You have a degree, you're smarter than me, so therefore you know the answer to that question. Well, most people I know that have that kind of degree are pretty glued to a screen right now. Their job keeps them glued to the screen, their lifestyle keeps them glued to the screen, and their way to gain more information keeps them glued to the screen. I'll Google it. Google knows, right? and so yeah, I'm eternally grateful to you guys. I am seriously. I think that my kid would not have done so well the last few years had I not found the flat Earth, because her mom might be in the loony bin somewhere, because I was frustrated. I could not barely talk to people anymore. Oh, Trin, are you chatting in there with them? Cool. We got 15 people watching. That is amazing, guys.
It was 18.
Oh, we lost a few. That's all right. What's your favorite food, Eva? Oh, the first thing that comes to mind is I absolutely love beans and rice with homemade salsa, a little bit of cheese, and a little bit of sour cream on top of that. To me, tastes like a steak dinner. I mean, it's so yummy. I don't like pasta anymore. I used to really, really love. I had pasta all the time. My eating is completely different than it was 10 years ago. The things I like, I never even heard of back then. Quinoa? Quinoa? Right? Oh, Trinity found a new cleanser. I don't use soap. I haven't used soap for years. Maybe once a year or something like that. But mix coconut oil and coffee. Ground coffee. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's a beautiful face cleanser. Your skin will eat up that coconut oil, and the coffee is good too. I don't know why, but it is. Coffee's good stuff. I got a little bit of awareness and compassion for some of the people who've been live streaming that I've been in on the chat, because they've gotten mad at me from time to time because someone will ask me a question about urine therapy in the chat, and then all of a sudden the whole chat is taken over with questions and answers, and everybody's talking about pee. And I understand it now, because it could get taken over, and you guys can have your own conversation over there in the chat that I'm having nothing to do with, because I'm babbling on about my own stuff over here.
Pete said, do you think we need to eat it all or go straight to the sun for substance?
Hey Pete, yeah, breatharians might be onto something. I personally, the honest answer to that question, I don't think we need to eat. I don't know. Now, don't take that and quote me or anything, or do anything with that, because I don't know. Some people might need to eat. I haven't been eating hardly anything I eat with Trinity whenever I can. Let's see, Tyne. Am I pronouncing that right, Tyne? The more we eat, the more we're tied to the physical reality that we find ourselves in. Right? And it's all connected to the clocks and time and nature, and it's just all connected. You know what I mean? Yeah, you do. I hear you. You can food, calories, carnivores, omnivores, organic, inorganic. Let me read your comment. Right. It's a really deep question, and it's also so controversial that, we would get some big arguments about that one. Oh, wow, the flat earthers are saying that we don't even need to eat. But I have a friend in Hawaii, and we are always reminding each other to do our happy love breathing. I think he calls it love breathing, and I call it happy breathing, but it's happy love breathing. Take 3 minutes, take 30 minutes, take as long as we can or want, and just breathe in the love and breathe in happiness, and think about nothing but something that really, a time in the past or a time in the future or a time in the now that makes us happy, or laugh, or just feel that really good feeling, and you just sit there and breathe it, and that is as good as a steak dinner. And people say, well, that's not going to put meat on your bones. Right? I'm a gardener. I don't know. Oh, it came back. You guys are talking about shoveling driveways and stuff. That's one of my very favorite things to do. I love to shovel snow. I just love it. That makes me happy. Huh. Well, what were we talking about? Eating and food. If I counted my calorie intake, guys, I think I want to eat 100 grams of protein a day, but wow. Protein, I've met a lot of vegetarians who don't really know what vegetarianism is. They say, yeah, I'm a salad eater, and I don't eat salads. I don't eat meat, but I don't eat a lot of salad. vegetarianism is, to me, would be the mixing of different kinds of proteins. Like if you mix rice with beans, you get a perfect protein that's even better for your body than meat. And so, you can do that different ways. You can mix quinoa in with, mung beans or something. You can mix the beans and the rice concept a lot of different ways. I was in Denver once with a person who was growing an organic plant. He was contracted to grow an organic plant for consumption by, us consumers. And I said, so what do you feed your plants that's organic? What do you use? And I'm thinking bat guano, I'm thinking, all different kinds of poops, steer manure, whatever. And he said, oh, I don't know, I give him this jar of this super, is it chemical or is it organic? He goes, I don't know what organic means. It's just a word. Like, no. Dude, organic means you're feeding the plants poop or organic substance that comes organically, like dirt's organic, poop's organic, spit's organic. This chemical in this bottle that you're feeding these plants, that's, of course, it's organic in a certain sense, right? But if it's being labeled organic, it means it doesn't have those chemicals in it, right? Am I right, you guys? On that? It's about the sand, right? Feeding the soil. And then the worms poop in the soil, and that makes dirt. And we got to keep the worms healthy. And then we have healthy dirt, right? Worm poop is the good stuff. Worm castings is good organic food. Dave High 108. Brandon Esteban. Hi, guys. Worm farms rock. We used to have a worm farm, huh, Trin? When TLC came to our house, they didn't find that interesting enough to film. They wanted to know some of my hobbies. I'm like, I got a worm farm. No, they weren't interested in that. Do you like cannabis? I am so grateful to the cannabis plant because I believe it saves my life daily, all day, every day. It saves my life. So yeah. Right? Among other things. So why don't you guys go, let's see, what I would like in the essence of longitudinal studies. Think about it. Think about your hair. Do you like a haircut where you want it to grow as long and as thick and wonderful as possible? Go make an appointment to get your hair cut or trimmed on the new moon, right? Do you have a short buzz cut that you just wish that you didn't have to go every 3 weeks to get cut? Get that cut on the full moon and see if it lasts like 3 or 4 months or 6 maybe. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, I would love to hear back. So it's going to take time, right? To get back and to talk about it and whatnot, but boy, from what I can say, I tell Trinity we need to open a flat earth salon and people could schedule and have whole new hair. Stop cutting your hair flat. Is it down to your butt? That's some long hair, 2007.
That's almost 10 years ago.
Wow, 10 years. If you started trimming it a little bit on the new moon, if you want it to grow, right? Because if you've been growing it 10 years, I would say that it's not growing as much as you want, or you wouldn't, or else you're bald. And teeth. Whitening comes from the inside out. Alpha has the most incredible white teeth, and I swear it's because he's vegan. So what does that mean? Tooth decay possibly comes from meat eating? Yeah. Or it gets caught in our teeth and sits there and turns to rotten food. And dentists don't necessarily teach us how to clean our teeth. Have you ever noticed that? They tell us to brush them, and that all just it shoves it more up in there. And then they tell us to floss it, and that gets some of it out, but I think that shoves more deeper. So they say, oh, you need a deep root, what do they call it? Deep root cleaning? And then clean deep, and a scaling and all that. But they don't teach us how to clean our teeth. There's a flat earth way to clean your teeth. It's different. It's kind of messy for your mirror. But I never was taught by a dentist or anyone in the oral hygiene profession how to accurately clean my teeth. And I do it every day, like 3 times. Oh, you're bald, and you're... You know, I'm wanting to grow my teeth back. The ones that have been taken, I want to grow them back. Off-the-shelf toothpaste is bad for teeth. I absolutely agree. I can't find any toothpaste in Walmart or a normal grocery store that is good for your teeth. We go to the health food store, but we just use, you know, you can use baking soda and salt. You can use, we use charcoal, activated charcoal. Put baking soda in there, you know. Water works really good. Oh yeah, I think I did hear something about growing teeth back technology. I noticed that I'm hitting acupressure points when I looked at my video from yesterday. It's kind of odd. I'm doing that while I'm talking to you. Did I show you this shirt? I don't know where all these flat earth shirts I made are. I'm starting to film for you, and I want to wear a different one every day, and all I can find are the rejects. Well, I think I've kind of babbled on. How long? 58 minutes. Wow. I would really like to get to where I'm comfy to go live stream out on the spinning globe, right? Talk to some of those spinners. And I don't mean that judgmentally or prejudicedly, you know, I think we're all flat earthers who just don't know it yet. I see a lot of people who are incredibly giving, loving, honest, integrity, full of life, zest, enthusiasm for the world. That's what it is. I mean, it's not about flat or round. It's about, you know, it's about loving our neighbors and treating each other with respect. And the respect of the elders, which we're losing. And if we don't slow that down somehow, mankind is de-evolving at a very rapid rate, in my humble judgment. Probably shouldn't even be said out loud, right? I think we need to watch what we say out loud, and excuse me for saying that, because I believe in humanity, and I believe in us. I believe, who cares what I believe, right? I mean, we can do this, you guys. We can survive. But the wisdom of the elders, we're losing it. We just stick them in nursing homes. Eat up all the money they made all their lives so that it's gone when they die, which is okay. But where is their wisdom? What happened to the extended family? What happened to gaining the wisdom that the grandparents hand down to the great-grandparents or great-grandkids? And when you grow up, you think, oh, my grandpa used to always say, you know, da-da-da-da. We're losing it. And that it hurts my heart when I think about it. I mean, serious. It should hurt your heart too. I don't want to shit on you. I want to tell you what should hurt your heart. Oh my gosh. Care? I love you guys. I am going to close this now. I thank you for coming and watching and rating my thumbs up. I'm not attached to thumbs up, but what that can do is help others to actually watch the video. Like, have you ever... Sometimes I've watched videos because they have so many thumbs down. I have done that. So thumbs down it if you want. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'll see you guys again. All right. Have a great day. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, everybody, for chatting in there. And we're worth it. Keep it flat. I love you guys. Oh.